Alright, so I decided to take this video because I've been watching a lot of videos when I booked this cruise, the Western Mediterranean cruise for 11 days, and there is a
Hi, good morning. Mr. Rodrigo.
good morning. And there is a an overnight stay at Istanbul. So I decided to start watching videos about how to navigate Istanbul. And there's a lot. There's a few there. But it feels like there was something missing, because this is the second day of being here in Istanbul. And on our first day when we came out, they give you a little details of how to get out of the boat. But then they didn't really tell you. I haven't really seen something about the reality of when you get out of the boat. There are some things that were missing that they didn't show. Maybe they did not experience it, but I did experience it when I was here yesterday.
Take take.
So if you get out of the boat, they usually need you a QR code or your room key.
Not working your car. Huh? Not working. Oh, not working. Morning. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, morning.
Morning. Alright, so get out of the boat. Morning. Good morning. Alright, so the cruise port here at Istanbul, it's the same cruise port for all boats. So I'm with Holland. I love Holland, America. I'm not trying to advertise it, but I do love it. But all the boats are lined up here. Morning, Iris. Oh, tulog pa. Alright, so some of the video here I'm just gonna fast forward because it just takes it's a lot of walking getting out of the port. It's a nice cruise port, very modern, clean, but then you really have to it's a long walk. Not really long. For some people it may be long, but it's just a ways to get out of the cruise port. So I'm gonna fast forward this video. Okay, so you'll see that there's the passport control. So, and there's signs. Just follow the sign and you'll be fine. And there's the duty free. You're never gonna get lost. Now people will say it's easy. Some people may not be easy. There's some directions where your cruise is, your boat is, the arrows. Just says Amsterdam, AMB. This is when you enter, when you come back. There's the city center and short excursions. They're all the same. So right here, you will need a paper. Hello. Merhaba. Merhaba. Merhaba.
Merhaba. Welcome. Where are you from? United States.
Are you a streamer?
Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh. All right. What? Oh, there you go. See, I'm lost already. They said to go this way because there's the exit right there. So you scan the code and then you're on your own. So there's exit. Some people yesterday were confused where to exit because it says shore excursion and city center. And they said, no, we're not doing shore excursion. And the guy said, no, this is where you exited. And there's just some people who thinks they know better. But so here you can take a taxi. If you want to take a taxi, you go where? I'm a cheap guy. I try to. So there's the shore excursion to the ship, and then there's the city excursion to explore. And you take the escalator. So there's really directions. It's really a easy way. Just follow the instruction, and don't be afraid to ask. And learn some Turkish. My group yesterday, my wife and my kid, and I have my Google Translate and start translating some words like merhaba. There's the city center. So you just go up and down, because you have to go to the tunnel. The ground floor is for those who are short excursion. The buses are on the top. So that's why you have to go under and then go over again. So there's the city center again, the arrow. Just follow it. It's a cruise port. You're not gonna get lost. There's a lot of security, and if you get lost, they're gonna tell you, you're in the wrong way. So, because yesterday I wasn't as confident as I was, but I just realized, hey, this is a cruise port. Security. They don't want people coming in and going in. So it's just cruisers inside the cruise port, and security and personnel. So nobody told me this when I was watching videos. Alright, so here we are. There's some information here. Okay. And then once you get out of here, there's people that would like to help you. Okay. They would help you, but they're helping you because they want something from you. So All you have to do is say thank you. Now there's a word for thank you in Turkish, and I can't pronounce it. I usually play my Google Translate. But merhaba is hello. So use that word. Learn some word. You're in a foreign city. You're not in your own country. So be a nice guest. But sometimes, this is what happened to me yesterday. The very first day. I tried to be nice. Okay, there's an entrance, there's an exit. So people always do that. There's an exit, there's an entrance. Always look at the arrow. Exit right there. So once you get out, a lot of people are waiting for you, asking you if you want taxi, if you want, you know, especially on the first day. They know a lot of first-time cruisers are here. So this is how you exit the port. It's called Galataport, Istanbul. That's the port, the seaport for cruise. And you'll see this building. Hopefully when you are here, you'll see the AXA building. And then there's the Port Vosperus Hotel. And then there's a lot of taxi here. It's up to you if you want to take the risk of them taking you there. You can. But I like the control of what we're going. So you turn to your left if you want to go to the blue mosque. You turn left, you will see this beautiful mosque. That's not the blue mosque. But this is another mosque. And look at this country, it's beautiful. This is June and the weather could not be nicer. It is awesome. So think about the month you come in here. It's hot, but it's summer. I'm not sure about the weather of Turkey, but today it's beautiful. So there's a beautiful mosque. So you turn left from when you get out of the port, the cruise port, just turn left and walk. So some of my friends told me to take the bus, and I can see the narrow streets, and buses could be stuck on the traffic, and I don't know where to get the ticket. So then I start asking some people, and it's so hard. Nobody, they just point you over there, over there. So you walk, and then you can see this beautiful mosque on your left. So anyway, so I decided, you know what, let's take the tramway. Oh, D-Cat. See, I didn't learn that yesterday. It's called D-Cat. D-Cat, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's right there. So I'm gonna zoom in. It's tramway, D-Cat, tramway. Okay. Because if you take the train, there's no traffic. So we walked over here. I didn't know where I'm going yesterday. I didn't know where I'm going. So I took my family. We just walk and walk and walk. Because some people tell me this is where you get the tickets, and there's no ticket station. So we just walked. And then I saw this beautiful sign. I love Istanbul. And we took some pictures here. So you took some time here. Because you have an overnight in Istanbul. So you can spend the entire day not worrying if you're gonna miss your boat or not. So you take some pictures here. So take some time. Because on your first day, you're gonna have a lot of people. A lot of cruisers coming here. Plus the locals. And some hustlers. See, there's another guy over there. Hustling people. And there's the beautiful square mosque. I don't know what it is. You can search it to learn about it. So there's a little park here. So there's the Viking in the back. So this is the cruise port. So now I was here yesterday. I didn't know where to go. They said to get a ticket. I need to get a ticket to take the tramway. So they call it the tramway now. Yesterday I was looking for train. It's in Turkey it says tren. Tren is stationa. So this one, I've never seen this on any video. So anyway, so then you cross this street. Be careful. There's no walk or stop. So you just have to be careful. Hustling and bustling of Turkey. I'm from the Philippines, so I know how to hustle and bustle on the street. Alright, so when you cross the street and you're at the corner of this street right here, there is the ticket station over there. You have to buy your ticket. Now, when I say that, there's some hustlers there. When you're trying to buy a ticket, oh, there's some people in my cruise. Yes. Alright, so when you get there, there's some people. There's some guys there that I think they're still here. I can still see people. I can still see them. They are trying to help you. The way they help you is they will push the button for you and select your options. And I don't like that. I didn't like that because I need to be in control. You know, I don't know what they're pushing, and then they just ask you to pay. You don't know what you're getting. The one thing though is,
Excuse me, do you want to sit at all?
okay, so you cross this one with a cross sign. Just follow. If it's walk. Don't walk. People, they think they're in their own country. They will just cross whenever they want. They think they rule the world. But I don't. So yesterday, there was crowds here. And hustlers are here. And they will. So this was the one that I was not even in the. I wish I was recording it yesterday, but I wasn't able to. But you just have to be assertive, or what would you say? What's the word I'm looking for? Just say nope, I'll do it myself, because the ticket machine, there's English and there's Turkish, so you can choose the language. And there's different languages when you select, so don't be afraid. So the hustlers yesterday, I almost have a fight with, because this guy said, look, he's stalling the line, and I said, they can wait, they're here. So just be careful on your first day. They're here. So here's the map of the train. This guy was here yesterday. Here's the one who was Anyway,
Hi.
so
Hi.
so that's what happened yesterday. So there's two ticket counter. You can choose the language you want. And there's only two options. One, if you want to buy a card and load it. Or if you already have it, to reload it.
Or ask us.
So, what you do, if you already have it, so right here you can say, you can ask, I know you can see it. Okay, there's language right here. I can't see it. Alright. And there's English. So there's two options. One, to top up or to buy a new one. So I already have one. I'll put my card over here and then top off. Ask you to credit card. It tells you how much you want to load. 20 TL, 50. So I'll put 20 right now. And then it says okay. And then you need the thing with Istanbul, they don't use American Express. They only use Visa or MasterCard.
No, American Express also accept.
I'm gonna try again.
You give
For
me
the
wrong
ticket,
information about
for the
what
ticket, there's American Express.
Graded successfully loaded.
Successfully loaded. And then you take your card back. If not, you get a new card underneath. So that's how you get.
Niye çekiyorsunuz?
Okay. So then, so there are two. One going, I don't know if it's south or north. Basilar and Kabatas. See, there's already guys hustling me. So each trip will cost you. So if you don't have enough in your card, it's not gonna let you in. So make sure you have enough money in your card.
Olmaz orayı kapat orayı.
Okay. So when you scan your card, it tells you how much left you have and how much the ticket is. So it's 27 to take this train. And then when you scan your card, it tells you. Now I don't know when you get here, it may be more expensive or cheaper, but I don't think it's gonna be cheaper, but 27 TL, Turkish lira. Okay. So make sure you have that enough in your card. So how many, you can only have one, you can use one card for your family. All you have to do is just stand on the side and scan for each of your family. And then they go, you scan again, you go. You if you're the one holding the card, make sure you're the last, not really, but you're the last one to get in, because you know you have to scan your card all the time. Or if you want, you can buy it. It costs to buy this card. I think it's about 20 lira. So to go to the Blue Mosque, you are going to take the train going to Basilar or Basilar. I don't know how they pronounce it. You can Google it. So going to Basilar. When you get back, you take the one to Kabatas to get to the cruise port. But once you get out of that hustling and bustling of the ticket counter on the first day, you'll be fine. It gets easier now. And people, you can ask people All right, I'm gonna pause this because the train is not here yet. So you're looking for the train, the next train to Basilar. That's the train you're gonna take if you wanna go to the Blue Mosque. All right, there's the train. Sometimes it's full, sometimes it's not. In the morning it's not really full, but when we came back, it's a little bit full. Nope. Okay. There's different gates. So I recommend if you have family, get in, go to the center of the train. Right here. There's a space for strollers. And if you have some people who need space, like wheelchair and everything, there's a space here. So again, that's the train going to Basilar. So we started. So we're going to Kapatas, to Basilar right there. So we started at where did we start? Dang it! But it tells you where you stop to go to the Blue Mosque, to the Grand Bazaar, Spice Bar, Bazaar, and all those. So we are stopping at Sultanahmet is where the Blue Mosque is. And watch for the stops. They tell you what stops.
Karaköy istasyonundan şehir hatları Karaköy iskelesine aktarma yapabilirsiniz. Transport şehir hatları
So there's only one train way, so you're not gonna get lost. Karakol. And so we started here. The Karakol. So we're not in Karakol. So we started at Tufani. We stopped at Karakol. And going this way to go to the Sultanahmet. And the good news is the stops. It tells you there's the boat, meaning it's a port. Like when you want to use the bus ferry or the boat bus. So if you want to take those, we took it yesterday, and you just look at the sign. There's the boat, meaning it's a cruise port. So we started in the cruise port where you can take Eminu. So that's Eminu. So we still have 2 more stops before we get off to get to the Blue Mosque. So there's the bridge that connects the 2 islands. And I promise, once you get to the train, it gets easier because all you have to do is to look at the stops. Okay, Eminu, right there. That's where the stop is. Eminu. So the train is fast. There's no traffic. So it's up to you. If you want the convenience of a taxi, you can take the taxi. But it costs. I don't know how much the taxi is because I don't use the taxi. You can do Uber actually. There's also Uber taxi here in Turkey. You have little kids, maybe the safest way. I don't know.
Sayın yolcularımız,
But you can do the Uber taxi.
geçmek üzere Sirkeci istasyonuna aktarma yapmaları gerekmektedir. Attention please. Sirkeci is the interchange station to the Marmara Line.
So watch for the announcements too, because they have a Turkish announcement and there's also an English announcement. So watch, listen to those two. But sometimes it's so crowded and lots of chatting and all those things, so you may not able to listen. It's not as loud. It's very soft. And I need a hearing aid, I guess. But anyway, so we're ready. Almost there. So you can see there's a street that there's Burger King. If you want Burger King. That's the only fast food place I've seen. Okay. So this is Circisi. Right there. So one more stop and then the next stop will be Sultanahmet. That's where we're gonna. So I'm gonna take you to the blue mosque. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video. But I decided not to, because you can see the city. Oh, by the way, the bus station could be on your left or on your right. It's not always on your left. It's not always on your right. So just watch out for that. So you might be standing on the door that's not going to open when you're trying to exit. So there's the street. So you can actually stop here and start walking if you like walking. And look at these little shops. Oh, there's the pharmacy. I need to go to the pharmacy. So later today I might go and stop there. And our teenager friend wants a kebab because he met a girl yesterday and she said that he needs to try the kebab from Turkey kebab. We tried the Turkish delight yesterday. It was delightful. It was good. Now if you're afraid, you don't have to, but there's some tastes, that you taste it. So I'm gonna show you, if I have time, I'm gonna show you where we bought. They were just a small, and they were not hustling you. I don't know. When people hustle me, it just makes me not want to do anything. Okay. There's How to Train a Dragon in Turkish. Alright. But anyway, so that's the story of our yesterday's trip. But it was awesome. My wife loved it. We would get off the bus around 8. I can't remember, 8 o'clock. And or 9. We were able to get into the Blue Mosque. We did not go inside the Sophia. You have to buy a ticket. And we didn't wanna. We just look at the building, the mosque. All right, so here we are now. So and there's some officers, police around the town. Especially at the Blue Mosque, there's police. You can ask them. The only problem is they're not tourists guide, so they don't speak English as well as you want to. So just be careful. I mean, not be careful, but be slow. don't be an arrogant tourist who thinks you're not in your cruise. Some people think they're still in their cruise, that they will serve them. They will do what they want. You're not in your cruise anymore. You're in a foreign country. Be nice. If they don't speak English, they don't speak English. Don't force them. I saw some people yesterday, and you're in a foreign country. You're a guest. Be a nice guest. And sometimes,
Sultanahmet Yolu.
see, there's the police, there's military over there in the corner. So this is the stop that we're going to stop. This is where the blue mosque stop. See, Sultanahmet. Sultanahmet. There's the Sultanahmet store. And there's a lot of ATMs here. There's tourism police. So it's a very, it's a safe place to go. Because you can see some uniforms, men in uniform walking around, which is great. Okay, so again, I'm facing this way, but the door is going open this way. Alright, so I'm gonna get off now because this is the Sultanahmet station right there. And then you turn to your right when you get off the train. And then you exit. You don't need your ticket to exit. And then from here, you can now walk around. My wife they want us to buy something. So I'm gonna go exchange some money if I can, just to get some lira, because I'm gonna buy something at those little store. So I'm gonna pause. Let's see. So I need some lira. I just sent a few lira. So I made some changes. There's a cross right next to the. So again, there's some officers walking around. So, oh crap! There's some steps. There's little. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so once you cross the street, you come here. So this, if you are only staying here, this is where the train you get in to go back to the cruise port. Okay. So here is the blue mosque. So there's the lot. There's this, and there is sell, and it tells you what the prices is. So which is great. You know how much you're getting. There's corn. So there's for people on a wheelchair, they can do steps. There's a way there. And yesterday it was crowded, but not crowded as crowded. There's a lot of people, but it was fine. If you go first thing in the morning, I guess. Some people, because you have a whole day, so some people plan to do it here in the afternoon or something like that. And I just, I don't know what the afternoon looks like, but it was crowded, they said. So there's this You can take pictures here. It is safe to get off. Take your phone out. Take your phone out. And yeah. So that's a good place here to take pictures. This is the walk. Kind of like the park. There's the tour guide. So you can do the tour. The only thing with the tour is you're on the tour. You can't spend time. You're gonna get lost. They're gonna leave you behind on the tour. But if you do it on your own, you have your own time. But you have to do the risk. There's bathroom over there. It's colored in blue and white, decorated blue and white, women and men. So you can use the bathroom if you need to. So this is kind of like maybe the former city here. Now you can Google it if you have good data. What I did yesterday was take Google Lens and it'll explain you what this monument is. So if you don't want a cruise tour, so I'm just giving you all this experience that I have. So this is my first. Turkish people are nice. Most. So there's the Hagia Sophia Museum. That's not the building. That's not the Sophia. The Sophia is on the other side. My wife insisted that on me yesterday, which she was right. So then you come here, you enter, and there it is. Isn't that beautiful? It is beautiful. I love the history of it. So, this is not Washington, D.C. This is not the Needle. Or maybe that was patterned. So you enter here. Again, there's a step. Be careful. So from here, if you don't want to go to the mosque, from here you can actually enter where they gather. It's not the prayer, not the sacred room. It's not the sacred room. So you can start here, you can enter there, take pictures, but the entrance to the sacred place to your right. So you're gonna go to your right, and from here you go to your right. No tickets, but be generous. At the end of the tour, at the end of the not the tour, at the end of the once you see the sacred place, they ask for donation. Be generous. They make it free, and I'm sure they spend money for people taking care of it. So here is some little things that maybe your kids might like to see, or you might like to see. This is the washing. So they wash their feet before they go to the. That's what I know. Before they go to the sacred, to do the prayers and everything in that you're gonna go to. There's also a second. See, there's a second floor that you can go to. Take a look. Okay. I don't know if we're allowed here, but there's nobody here to stop you. Okay. So here we are. Again, there's bathroom on your right. So that's the washing. There's very symbolism about washing your feet. Remember the Savior when he washed the feet of the disciples and the apostles. Who is the least among you is the servant. I can't remember now. Sorry. But serving is what the Lord really wants us to do. is to serve and serve and serve. So there's the line. No, there's not a long line right now. You may think this is a long line, but it's so fast. Now, when you get here, men are not allowed shorts. If you have shorts, if you're a man, if you have shorts, it has to cover your knee. So if your shorts is not covering your knee, like this guy, see this guy covering his knee, you may be able to get in. But men with shorts, so here's the rule. So women needs to cover their shoulder. Plus you need to have the one in your head. Scarf. So if you have a scarf, go grab it. If you don't have one, they provide one that you can borrow over there. They'll provide you with one. And if you're a man in shorts, they'll make you wear a skirt. That's how you respect the sacred place of the mosque. Women must be covered. Men cannot show their knees. So, wear pants or shorts that cover your knee. If not, you're gonna wear a skirt. If you're not confident about you wearing a skirt, then wear pants. But then, so you can see in that they give you some, and then once you get up there, you have to take your shoes, because this is a sacred place, a very sacred for them. That's part of respect. You need to take off your shoes. So maybe bring another, say women has to cover themselves, and then take your shoes off. So maybe bring an extra socks or bare feet if you want to, but it's all carpeted, so you're not going to step on a solid ground. Okay, so you go inside and you tour. I'm not gonna video that because I don't know why people would video the inside, but I want you to go in and look at a beautiful blue marble tiled mosque. So when you're here, but what I'm gonna video you is this place, because this one is free. You can just go in. You don't have to make any ticket or any changes or anything. You can wear your shoes. So right here, this beautiful place. Some people are resting here. Oh, there's another entrance here. Oh, for prayer. Entrance. Oh, this is for prayer. For prayer entrance only. So if you want to pray, visitors on the other side. Okay, never mind. Alright, so this is the Blue Mosque. So I hope you get this video and help you when you get to Turkey. Key, you need to have a card to take the train. There's two options. One to reload, one to buy a new one. You can change the language to English. Every time you go in, you scan your card. There's the Blue Mosque of Istanbul, Turkey. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video.
Hope this helps you. Until next time, thanks for watching Brown Boy Channel 1.